It is about that time of the year where we start talking about NBA free agency. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk some NBA free agency. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe by clicking the button down below and turning on my post notifications by clicking the bell icon and following me on my social media links down below for my Twitter and my Instagram. With that being said, here to talk about, of course, like I mentioned, NBA free agency and one player's free agency in particular, and that is Kyrie Irving and where he might potentially be headed this summer. And there seems to be a clear favorite. You guys, of course, see the title. It is the Brooklyn Nets. So talking about the potential that this actually happens, where Kyrie, of course, goes to Brooklyn Nets, how I like this fit. Do I feel like this is the right team for Kyrie, and sort of everything else in between. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's get started. Now, when I want to talk about all of the other big name free agents this summer, like a Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Kemba Walker, and Kyrie Irving, the player that I feel most strongly about switching teams is by far Kyrie Irving, okay? His relationship in Boston was not as expected at the end of, this past season. And by that, I mean with the Celtics obviously not going as far in the playoffs as they did without Kyrie, okay? So, of course, that's not to say the Celtics are a better team without Kyrie Irving, but that is to say chemistry issues definitely popped up. There was some big issues with transitioning and mixing in guys with Gordon Hayward back, with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown taking lesser roles. And really, Kyrie's leadership skills were essentially questioned, okay? And so I don't believe Kyrie Irving ever wanted to be in Boston. If you remember when he asked for a trade from Cleveland, Boston was not on the list of teams that he wanted to go to. So what does that mean? That means I feel like Kyrie Irving is absolutely leaving Boston this summer. I'm going to say about 90% chance I see it happening, okay? The reason I'm saying it's not 100 because I still feel like, of course, money could play a factor, and I think the Celtics can offer him the most money. With that being said, I still do strongly believe he will leave this summer. So that begs the question, which team? And the team that consistently pops up in rumors now is the Brooklyn Nets. It used to be the New York Knicks, but now every report I read is talking about how the Brooklyn Nets have become the favorites for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is very serious about going to Brooklyn. He's been hanging out with Nets players at, the 40-40 club, talking with Karis LeVert, guys like Jared Dudley, etc., etc. And whether or not he goes to Brooklyn, of course, that is a question left to be answered. But let's talk about this potential fit here. And here's my main thing with this Brooklyn Nets destination. I just want to know is if the Brooklyn Nets are going to re-sign D'Angelo Russell. Because here's the thing. If they re-sign D'Angelo Russell and then they want to add Kyrie Irving, I hate this move for Kyrie Irving. I absolutely hate it, and I hate it for the Brooklyn Nets, of course, because I don't think it would work. D'Lo and Kyrie Irving both need the ball in their hands, and at that point, Kyrie Irving would be a number one. What has Kyrie Irving proved to us this past season? He's not a number one. He's a number two. There's only a handful of guys in the league that are the best player on a championship-level team. LeBron, KD, Kawhi, you get my gist, okay? Kyrie's not one of them. He's a number two, okay? And so you would make Kyrie essentially a number one again. And again, that didn't work out in Boston. So to me, I hate that fit. I don't even just dislike it. I hate it. So here's the thing. The Brooklyn Nets have two options. They sign D'Angelo Russell and then they can afford one more max player. Or they don't re-sign D'Angelo Russell and they can afford two max players. And they were able to do that when they traded out Allen Crabbe's contract to the Atlanta Hawks, I believe, for Taurean Prince. So if you are going to get Kyrie Irving, if he's going to go to Brooklyn, I would much rather them not re-sign D'Angelo Russell and then bring in another guy, whether that's Kevin Durant, whether that's Jimmy Butler, whoever else can be. But my two requirements here are, again, no D'Lo and pretty much not have Kyrie Irving be the number one, because we've seen Kyrie Irving is not a number one in this league. So that's my only thing for Kyrie. Again, I would not want to play with D'Lo if I'm him. But Brooklyn as a team, I don't mind the fit. Again, if you take out D'Lo, because they've got some young players on the roster and they've got some decent guys. But does this mean Kyrie alone with, maybe Jimmy Butler potentially, not Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, a guy like that would propel the Nets to, championship contention? No. The only guy that would do that would be Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard. And we've not seen Kawhi Leonard involved in those rumors. So really, that's what it comes down to. So again, no issues with Kyrie going to Brooklyn unless D'Angelo Russell is still there. Okay, so that's my main gripes with this trade rumor. But other than that, again, I could care less. It's fine with me. Brooklyn, if they get, Kyrie and Katie, if they get Kyrie and Jimmy Butler, props to them. Again, Knicks fans might not like that, but again, Knicks fans, you guys have to make sure that your team, gets to max free agents this summer. But that's another discussion for another day. I want to know what you guys think about Kyrie Irving and D'Angelo Russell. Can they coexist? Do you like this fit, or do you think you need Kyrie without D'Angelo Russell and with another star? And do you feel like he is still potentially a number one option on a championship level team? I don't. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.